Welcome to Lone Star, where I review bad movies because there's a supermoon today. So I reviewed Son of the Mask. It's a sequel to the 1994 Jim Carrey film, The Mask. But this time, it takes the idea of why the original Mask was so good. Jim Carrey. So then, what are 5 things that make this movie bad? 1. Irrelevant sequel. You know the movie Troll 2? Well, it was a sequel to a previous movie called Troll, but the two movies had nothing to do with each other. This is the exact same thing that is happening with the Mask series. Without Jim Carrey, this movie became nothing, as they had to use an overuse of CGI effects to replace the zany personality that Jim Carrey brought with him. They also changed the movie from a film for everyone to watch, to just a kids movie. It's a wonder they just didn't put it straight to DVD. 2. Really stupid. Indeed, the first movie was silly, but it was not stupid because Jim Carrey made the audience actually laugh. This movie relies way too much on slapstick humour and gross out moments. And as such, I have a dislike for those anonymous kids that just laugh at the most stupid moments. I'm guessing the CGI overuse was meant to be funny, but in the end was just overly stupid. When Tim Avery, the main character, had the mask on, he showed little facial expression compared to what Carrey could do. I would have rather have seen Tim be the mask than the baby or the dog in this film. This leads me to number 3, the acting. Jamie Kennedy did a poor job as Tim Avery, and indeed the mask. It was like you were wanting him to just put the freaking mask on, because it was so more interesting that way. I just found Tim Avery, the character, without putting the mask on, just to be an unlikable character. The side characters were really boring and not needed in the film, as if it was some kind of backstory. And while the baby does remind me of my cute nieces and nephews, you could tell when the baby was about to do something cartoonish by the look on its face. Whoever played Lockie portrayed him as a pretentious snob, and really I didn't find Lockie to be an antagonist whatsoever. I'd say that the best acting in the film comes from Otis the dog. 4. Where is the plot? I tell ya, just like all bad movies, there is no plot. It is just simply how the mask wearer or Lockie creates mischief and drives people insane. You want spoilers? Well, there are none, because the movie is too predictable. That is, that Lockie gets the mask back to Odin and everyone lives happily ever after. Worst plot ever! I was actually wanting Lockie to return the mask anyway. 5. Overuse of CGI. I had to talk about this, as this was one of the major factors in the movie sucking. All these sight gags in the movie were based on computer effects. I believe it was to compensate for the lack of Jim Carrey. It also sucked that when the dog put the mask on, he became completely computer animated. As if there is no way you could have just had the computer animated Otis played by a normal dog. The computer-generated effects to me represent a failed remaking of a Roger Rabbit film. Anyway, thanks for watching me moan about another bad movie. So anyway, comment below telling me your opinion of this film, and I'll see you next time.